Today we look at loan repayments and costs. All banks will charge you for borrowing money from them. You will always be charged interest, and then depending on which bank you are borrowing from and the specific loan you have decided on, there might be a loan application fee, which is the cost in setting up the loan. A valuation fee, which is the cost for determining the current market value of the property. Monthly service fees or monthly management fees refers to the ongoing account keeping fees. A monthly loan protection fee is usually a percentage of the amount you have borrowed. A loan establishment fee refers to the initial costs in processing the loan application. And a mortgage discharge fee is charged at the end of the loan period. Example 1. John borrows $320,000 to buy a home unit. The interest is 6% per annum, compounded monthly. Compounded monthly tells us that the interest rate and the time period will have to be in months. He's repaying the loan over 20 years. Calculate the monthly repayment on the amount borrowed. John needs this $320,000 now to pay for the home unit. That tells us we're going to use the present value formula and we're going to use the present value interest factor table. The present value is $320,000. The interest rate converted to a monthly rate is 6 divided by 12, which gives us 0.05%. The time period is 20 years times 12 months in every year, gives us 240 months. In the present value interest factor table, we find the factor for 0.05% and 240 months. That factor is 139.5808. We substitute the values we've got into the formula. To now find the monthly repayment from this equation, we're going to divide by 139.5808 on both sides, which gives us a monthly repayment of $2,292.58. The bank then also charges a service fee of $2.40 per month and monthly loan insurance of 28 cents for each $10,000 originally borrowed. Calculate the total monthly repayment. Firstly, we have the repayment covering the loan and the interest as we've calculated in part A of the question. We then add the monthly service fee and we add the loan insurance. 28 cents is $0.28 times, we divide the present value by 10,000 because they've said it's for each 10,000 originally borrowed. That gives us $8.96. Add those three together and it gives a total of $2,303.94. Question C. The bank also charges a once-off establishment fee of 0.5% of the loan, as well as a mortgage discharge fee of $500 at completion of the loan. Calculate the total amount you pay for getting this loan. The establishment fee is a once-off, 0.5 divided by 100 because it's a percentage, times the present value. The mortgage discharge fee is a fixed amount, and we then take the total monthly repayment that we've calculated in questions A and B, times the 240 months we're going to pay that. Gives a total of $552,945.60. We add all three of these amounts, and the total amount we pay back for the loan of $320,000 is $545.60. You can now pause the video while you answer question 1 in your exercise book. Please show your calculations clearly so that we can see exactly what you've added to come up with each answer. Graphs are often used to tell us the story and show us how a loan will progress and what certain decisions' effect will be. If we looked at this graph, the yellow line shows us how it will work if we pay back a specific loan at a specific interest rate. During the term of this loan, probably just before 5 years, there's a decrease in lending rates. I then have the option, do I want to decrease my payment to the minimum it has to be, or do I want to continue repaying the amount I'm used to now at the higher interest rate? If you lower your amount and you keep on paying the decreased amount, you will still have paid off your loan at the end of 25 years. If, however, you decide to keep your loan repayments constant as you were used to it at the higher interest rate, you can see that the amount you owe will come down much quicker, and the full loan will have been repaid at about 3 years earlier, where you've got no more loan to repay. And similar to this, there are many graphs that can illustrate a lot clearer than words or calculations what the effect of certain decisions will be. Consider the graph shown here and write down at least 3 things you can learn from it. Look at the period of time the loan is over in the months given, the amount owed over the time period, and the blue line illustrates what will happen if you pay $1,000 per month on this loan, and the red line indicates what will happen if you only pay back $500 per month.